And or diagnosis.
Diagnosis.
Probably get that checked. I'm actually okay. Cool.
He says to himself.
Pretty much, yeah. I actually I forgot I had my mic down. I always forget which position I have it in.
You really said that sentence.
Right? Same? It's not obvious something is broken.
All right, here we go. It's time. We are apparently ready to go tonight with all of our craziness as we get right into combat as our heroes had defeated the Ladies of Ice, who seemed to be empowering a vicious frost that was taking over the mountainside closest to the dragon skeleton in the village of our heroes. After defeating this, they made their way after getting a few cryptic clues from an old crone, and making their way, found a vicious frozen fog about the ground that required them to stay above, and learned that the barrier around the village that kept it relatively safe had been taken down in all the insanity. And as they went to prepare to potentially begin a pilgrimage somewhere, and they went to get books and knowledge, and found themselves under a troll attack.
Knowledge.
With a particularly large one trying to get through the door, as we sort of see, though it's blocked by a large lion at the moment. But there we go. He's so coots. Trying to get in and get to the heart. And in the library, they were trying to get to the knowledge. So it is with that, we are ready to go. So Ren, it is your turn.
All right, I'm right next to it. It's not flankable, so I will just attack.
Got it.
26 or 13 fire damage.
Okay.
Applying a fourth affliction.
All right. With the fire damage, how do you want to kill it?
Oh, okay. So it's gonna the flames. It's these black flames that kind of come out from my hands and where I'm bleeding as it wraps up around this arm and just kind of like chars it as it falls lifeless.
Okay. Blocking the door. Very good.
Is there... There's no other bad guys in here, actually.
Correct.
Is there an exit to this room besides that one?
Nope.
Not overly. There's windows you might try to climb out of.
I'm gonna look to Brynja and be like, push it out of the way, I guess.
You hear in your head, with no accent, I suppose. And the big cat comes forward.
I got nothing for bonus action. Yeah, no, that's all I got.
Okay.
Unless How big was it?
Well, considering his arm is taking
Yeah,
up
I would say
15
it's on the
spaces.
huge end.
Okay, so yeah, it's gonna have to be the cat. That's my turn.
Right. Nala.
So if I go through this door, what's out there?
Oh well, you could also move it. I forgot you're huge right now, or large.
You'd have to push out of the way to know.
Is that an action?
Yeah, it'd definitely be an action. Play it with a check to see if you can push it.
Made me wait a week to push that arm.
It was alive when we left. My buddy killed it his first turn.
So, let me see. It's blocking the door. There's no other door. Yeah, I guess that's what I gotta do. So I will try to move the arm.
Okay. Give me an athletics check.
So 27.
Okay. Excellent.
Nice.
So yeah, with the action movement, you're able to get it out so that there's about a 10-foot area in here. And with the open door, some of the cold air begins to come in here. So I do need a con save as the cold begins to grab at you, since you're right by the door and going out into it.
So 25.
25. Excellent. And that would be... Oh, only 3 cold damage. What's the cost? Anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to go through it.
Yeah, well, you did. Like you did your movement and push. Like it's about 15. It's about 15 feet from the door.
Okay, so I go through the door.
Yep. Anything else?
What do I see?
All right. Stand around. You can see there are various smaller ones going through the village, ransacking houses and grabbing objects, taking what they can, going to storehouses and rooms, and some are taking what they can find and then running out into the forest. There's already been things. You see more than one person who had been on the ropes has been carried off or process of being carried off.
All right, I'll go after one of them.
Do you have any movement left?
Well, how much movement did I spend?
All.
All?
Yeah, it would have been your movement to. It would be your move action to push this thing, and you got the 15 feet out of it.
Okay. So my movement's 40. So that means it's like 20 feet? Or
Yeah, so
am I-
about 20 feet. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Am I at least far enough out of the way so other people can go do things?
Yeah, like you have a 20-foot gap. So yeah.
All right. That's my turn.
All right. Brynja.
Oh, lovely timing. Being a flaming cat, as one does, and having no bad guys in this area, remind me, is there anything to protect in here, or is all the fight outside?
But to be outside, the only thing is you did, as we reviewed before, you did hear that they had yelled, "Get the hearth."
Right. And the hearth is supposed to be in here, right?
Yeah. Hearth usually refer to the fireplace or something within.
So do I believe? Well, first off, is there anything special about the hearth we've seen?
No, not that you know of.
Okay. And then do I believe in cat form because cats way overestimate their ability to squeeze through small spaces? I can get through that door in my current form.
I mean, the cat might. It's going to be a squeeze.
Okay.
We'll see if you Winnie the Pooh it.
I mean, something liquid bones. I don't know.
Yeah.
Would that be like a dex check to squeeze through, or what roughly would it be?
It'd be an athletics check because you're breaking pieces of the door and wall.
Would it also likely cause a collapse or no?
Oh, totally no, but it won't. It won't
Okay.
cause a collapse. I'm not gonna
All
do
right. I will take my movement to squeeze my little fuzzy flaming ass through the doorway.
that.
And strength 26, which is a +6. Do a flat 20 and then add the 6 to it. It is probably a fail whale. It's going to be 13 plus 6 is 19.
Oh, 19. That'll be good enough. You widen it, so now it's about 10 feet wide.
Cool. And pop through.
Get your big flaming self out.
All right. And anything within striking distance.
Let's see. That the squeeze would have just. You still have some movement left. Yeah, you'd be
Right.
able to run up to a passing troll.
Is it 20 feet away or more so I could pounce? It's 60 feet of total movement.
Yeah, you'd be able to do that.
All right. So let's do the pounce. All right. +8 to hit. That is a flat 20 plus 8. So it's going to be 21 to hit.
That hits.
Awesome. I'm going to need a DC 16 strength save.
Yeah, that's 21.
21. All right. So it's not knocked prone. I'll get a second attack. I'll still do the damage 2d8 plus 6. Dice don't fail me now. That's going to be 10 plus 6 is 16.
Okay, goes to bite, unable to get a handle on you as it perishes.
Cool.
Actually, it doesn't perish. I forgot. It tries to bite, misses. It's still moving. Your claws are through its heart and face as
Right.
it waggles, trying to get sustenance to regenerate.
And then, quick reminder: I still have the flaming aura around me. I'm resistant to cold while I'm on fire, and if they do manage to land an attack, it's 2d8 flame to them.
Nice. Okay. In that case, Nala, you are here by this troll corpse, and it begins to essentially vibrate and convulse. And fingers and elbows and toes, a few teeth that are going to begin to just sort of come off all around you as you are surrounded by the pieces of the troll you have slain.
Bro.
And they go to attack. As an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. So that's going to be a total of 10 bludgeoning damage. If you're raging, that's still halved. And the force of them knock you prone. They're on top of you, like beating upon you. And then Torhilda.
So, question. I mean, we're basically second level to the elders. So, is there something going on with the hearth or what they meant? Would we know if there was some sort of
You don't have
something
any
that is?
knowledge to it. If you want to try to investigate the hearth or do something, you're certainly free to.
I am not the person to do that.
Because no one took Keeper of the Hearth, I believe.
No, I'm seer, and nobody. We're all siloed. We don't know. We wouldn't know that. Okay. thought problem for another day. I hear Nala in trouble. I assume I hear stuff going down, so I'm going to try to run out the door as far as I can get.
You've got 30.
I do have 30.
Get right outside.
Yep. Our department will let you know.
I am right outside. And as my hex doesn't move to a new target, or is it still on? Is my hex thing still on the pieces?
That would be considered different, so you'd have to move it.
Is it movable?
With a
The
bonus.
Hexblade's
action,
Curse?
It's
that what you're talking about?
Hexblade's. Yeah, it's Hexblade's
No,
Curse.
that one's not movable.
That doesn't move. Okay, I've never played this kind of character before. Okay. So, bonus action, I'm going to manifest Svanhilda right up next to the pieces. And then I'm going to swing with the battle axe
Nice.
on the pieces that are attacking Nala. And do I have pack tactics for this?
Yeah.
Okay. 26 to hit on the first one.
It's,
And that's 14 points of damage.
nice. So on this one, this little limb, you crush it.
And that is 22 to hit on the second.
That's
And 9 points of damage. I'm going to use my last Unleash Incarnation and do it one more
Nice.
time with the
yes.
battle axe.
You crush a toe.
I crushed a toe. 27 to hit.
Yes.
And 8 points of damage to that one.
Okay, the tooth is gone.
That's my turn.
Right. And we're over to Azariah. With
looking,
Susan.
looking over, how many are surrounding my good friend Layla?
4.
Four. Okay. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to say you have to stay in there longer, Layla, and then after I do that, and I'm gonna cast Healing Word. I'll use the boost of healing, the healing boost.
Nice.
Let's do this at second. I'll roll some dices. Oh, that's hot. Plus the other one. D6. Ooh, not bad. Okay. So how does math work? You get 18 healing back.
Me?
Yes, you.
Oh, okay. Alright.
And then suddenly, from my staff of Crimson, a little a blast of light and energy hurls at two different trolls.
Okay.
So I cast Eldritch Blast. Oh, we'll leave D20 here. Not on the glass table. Not the metal one, at least. Okay. That's going to be 24 for one.
That hits.
And then it's 9 plus 22 for the other.
Yep. Both
All
hit.
right. Perfect. And then for the damage, 9 for one and 7 for the other.
Okay. Got it. So
Yeah, I did it definitely at the ones that looked the two that looked the worst.
yes, absolutely. Yeah, they are being ripped apart, but you can see like Senu's trying to hold them back together.
Yep.
And then before I get too ahead of myself, I do need for going down the code there. I do need Brenya and Torhilda con saves.
I assume this is a damage effect, so the resistance kicks in later.
Yeah.
Cool. 19.
11. Oh, but it didn't add my 7. So 11 plus 7, 18.
All right. Yep. Then you each will take 6 code damage.
After 3.
Do you have your resistance? Yep. All right. And then we go to Layla.
All right. So still surrounded. So that's wonderful.
And remember, I believe you still have. Did you go down, or did you still have Spirit Guardians up?
I still have Spirit Guardians up.
Okay,
I haven't gone down this fight at all.
Okay, I
Yeah,
didn't think so.
they haven't taken their turn this round. So.
For sure.
Yeah,
I
it was the last fight against
Yeah.
the elemental women that I kept, so that I was just down the whole time.
for sure.
So let's just where's the spell I'm looking for here? I guess I will just go with the Toll the Dead on the closest one.
Okay.
Actually, no. I'm going to do. Never mind. Cancel that. I'm going to cast Bane on the 3 healthiest looking ones.
Got it. Was it safe for Bane?
Charisma save 17.
All right. They will fail.
How many is that on?
The 3 healthiest looking ones. And then
Someone didn't want to be.
that will be it because I don't have bonus actions. Yep, that's it. Just gonna let the Spirit
Well,
Guardians and my Bane do stuff now. Oh shit. Whatever.
Okay, so it's their turn. They need the wisdom saves.
Minus D4s. Woo!
Yeah.
Wait,
I just realized that too. Bane is concentration, so
Oh,
I'm gonna rewind that again.
So you're not going to do your Bane? Okay.
No. I'll just Toll the Dead on the unhappiest looking one.
Unwind.
Pretty much. And then I will
Okay, so that's a wisdom.
Sorry, guys.
yes.
Okay. 17.
That is my DC. So it takes half of 3d8.
Okay.
Which
is that your level 8 feature?
for Spirit Guardians?
Oh, for Spirit Guardians. I thought you were rolling the.
Yeah, this was for the Toll the Dead.
Oh, Toll the Dead. Never mind. Yeah, nothing then. They take. Sorry. Yeah, Toll the Dead would have been 12s. So 17 saves, so nothing.
Okay. So now you can roll your damage for your Spirit Guardians.
Okay. Two 6s and a 7, so 19.
19. Okay. Very good. All right. So as they look like they are ready to die, but 18 to hit.
That hits. I'm gonna go ahead and use my reaction to impose disadvantage on it.
Okay. They got a higher one in the next roll.
Well, damn. Alright.
Things
Okay.
that hold water.
Okay, so that is going to be a total of 16 damage.
Okay.
Piercing, and in this thing, you see your guardians rip them to shred as they begin ingesting pieces of you, and they are healed as much as they are being taken apart.
And then concentration save. Okay, they're still up.
Right, Bormunda.
Okay, so I guess I'll also venture out.
Cat fell off.
Oh wait, I'm in the arm. I forgot about the arm guy.
Yeah, you gotta get past him first.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and mash on him a bit. That seems entertaining.
Well, you're going where the pieces of the people are. So, you come
So
out-
yeah, the arm is dead.
Okay,
You
so
gotta get through it.
if the arm is dead, I guess then I get that gets rid of my curse, but that gives me the 7 hit points for him being dead.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel so healthy. So
Well,
yeah,
that works for me too, right? We had the same thing.
yes, it does. So
Uh,
I cruise around, and are there pieces still in the game over here?
Yep.
There's ones right here attacking Nala.
Okay, how many pieces are left?
There are. Get back up here. Two pieces.
Okay, I think I will bonus action hex, whichever one is closest to. Yeah, that'll work. Let me mark off my spell slot, and then I am going to, I guess, Eldritch Blast it 2 times.
Nice.
That's 23 to hit.
23 hits.
So that will do 9 points of damage plus my hex damage. That's a total of 11 points of damage.
All right. A piece of it disintegrates up in the blast.
And I'll go ahead and hit it once more, I suppose, with my other Eldritch Blast. Which is a that's only a 15 to hit.
That'll hit.
Well, that makes me happy. Then that'll be 7 plus my X damage is roll. There we go. 2 more, so 9 total.
Very good. With that, the last piece is gone. So there are no more pieces.
All peaceful. And can I see anybody else here? Any other enemies?
It's just sort of out in the village. There is various troll-like creatures raiding and running to and fro.
Okay. I think that'll be it for me then.
Okay. good. And then you went out, so I do need a con save for the cold.
That's a nat 20 for 28.
Woo!
Very nice. So that will be 8 cold damage for you. And then, Renario, it is your turn.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna. Actually, he said, I'm gonna inspect the hearth. I want to see what's going on with this hearth.
You're the last one in that room, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Trying to discern. So it would be a Wisdom Arcana check.
Okay. I'm gonna use my inspiration from last week. Let's go. Natural 20 for 25.
Woo!
Very nice. You begin to contemplate it, and as you focus, you are able to still your breath. The fire itself seems to move nearly rhythmically, and you find yourself adjusting your breaths in and out to the fire itself. And you gain access with the hearth here. I would say you realize that because the most beneficial thing at the moment, there's things about getting its power so it heals. Though you do understand at the same point, this isn't a limitless power that you have. It is finite, like it's fueled by things.
Okay.
But there's enough here right now where you can actually add fire damage to everyone in the village's attacks.
Ooh. Okay. So do I have to... So how do I go about doing this?
You can choose to do it. It will use up its own energy.
Okay. Do I feel like this fire or this hearth fire is strong enough to heal the elders, or no?
No.
No. Okay. So I'm assuming that's something I would do next turn, since it was my action to like figure this out, or is it something?
It could be part of this. You could choose to do it now if you so desire.
I know most of the people. I know they're using fire arrows, but I don't know if. Yeah, I'm gonna do it now, just to save as many lives as possible.
Yeah. Incidentally, it's currently set to do like an aura that has protected the village from disease. But you can set it to be this more offensive thing. So
yeah, I will. I'll make that switch then, just to try and.
All right. In that case, the fire burns bright, shoots up out of the chimney, and goes out through the village, including my friends in the library.
Or no.
As the weapons that you have light a flame. And everyone else as well. And Renario, as you do this, you see the fire now here is now a large coal. And no longer bringing light and heat to the room.
Okay.
Okay.
Pocket the coal.
Matt, is that fire damage to all weapon attacks only?
Weapon and I would say unarmed strikes.
And what? And sorry,
Unarmed strikes.
unarmed strikes. Okay.
Yeah, so it's weapon attacks and unarmed strikes.
Pocket the coal.
So Nala, it is your turn.
Is that on top of the fire damage I already have, or is it?
It wouldn't stack with your fire damage.
Okay.
I'm always back
So
up.
I'll stand up. So what exactly is around me at the moment?
So at the moment, from where you are, you would be able to see. At this point, there are several shows. They're all running away. Some with people, some with things. The closest one is going to be about 30 feet from you.
Okay. How many are within 30 feet?
There's one.
Just one. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I move. Let's see.
So you got 20 feet right now, right?
Yeah, that's not a problem.
Cool.
Let me see. I want to get me in like 15 feet of them. So that's what, 15 movement?
Yeah. Yeah. So you run up.
Yeah, but I'm maintaining that distance of 15 feet, and I'll go ahead and swing my sword at them.
You got it.
With everything, obviously.
Okay.
11.
Okay, 11 does miss.
All right, try one more time. Uh, 16.
That'll hit.
All right. So that'll do 27 fire. And yeah, that's it.
Okay, it burns to a crisp as you slice through. Right. For everyone else, this fire damage is 1d4 fire damage.
And does that kill them, or are they still up?
Yeah, they are killed into ash.
All right. What's the closest one to me at this point?
At this point, the next one's going to be 25 feet.
Okay, let's see. So that's what I could get 5 feet to them. So move me 5 feet toward them.
Right.
I assume I cannot throw my weapon as part of the Great Weapon Master bonus attack, but I think it's melee.
I think it's melee attack. That's what it says.
Yeah, okay.
Do you have extra reach?
I only have 15 feet of reach. So not quite enough. That's it. So that's the turn.
Okay. And Brynja.
You said there's one 10 or 15 feet to the west of us, camera view?
Yeah.
Cool. Is it 20 or not quite 20?
You could, because you can always move to make it 20.
Cool. I'm going to pounce.
Like, I do that all the time. Enemies can
Yeah.
back up 5 feet to then run 20 feet.
I'm going to pounce. Let's do that. +8 to the flat roll.
Out of curiosity, when you go to do the pounce, does the giant cat also do the wiggle butt?
He should. Should be? And then pounce. Always. The flaming cat should be. All right, so it's 9 + 8 is 17 to hit.
That it?
Cool. Give me a DC 16 strength check.
Okay. That's an 8.
Fantastic. So first damage before I rend.
Technically, does he get fire damage for his giant?
Yeah, the kitty gets the fire.
I think only when they hit me. Am I wrong?
Nope, because you just got a boost throughout the village.
Because of the hearth. The hearth
Okay.
has nature
Yeah,
claws.
yeah.
Fiery.
So first hit is 9 plus the additional fire damage was how much?
It's 1d4.
All right, so 9 plus a d4 is 11 for the first one, and then because he is prone, second attack for rend. It's going to be a lovely 21 to hit, which hits.
Yes.
And then another damage of 2d8 plus 6. So 16 plus an extra 4. So another 20.
Okay.
And he is prone.
that is prone and a pile of ash from your fire.
So the cat just nips at it like he's bored.
Very nice. Okay, and over to Terhilda.
Okay, so I want to move Svanhilda. She's got 30 feet of movement, so I want to move her to stand in front of as many of them that are trying to take away people as is possible. We're going to call this the "You shall not pass" maneuver. I'm also going to move up just to get as close as possible. What's the furthest one that is trying to carry off a person?
The furthest one, what's your dark vision?
I have 60 feet of dark vision.
Okay, so then you're able to see one that's 60 feet away.
Okay. Then, and have I moved up my full 30?
I do not want. Well, thank you.
Yeah, you have.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to take a shot at the furthest one with an Eldritch Blast.
Nice.
Ooh, that's a nat 20. So I rolled
So?
2d10. D10.
Plus 2d4.
A
the fire.
D10. Okay. So that's, what is that? Oh, a 40. So I guess that's a 4. And a 5 is 9. And a couple of 2 and 3. 9, 10, 11, 12 plus 5. 17.
Nice. That hits. Oh, damage,
Okay.
right?
Damn it.
That was the damage. Yeah, 17.
Damage. Okay. Yeah. It goes a big hole right through them. Whew.
Are they dead?
Nope.
It looks they're doing the same thing where it's like there's a moment where they kind of look down where their missing heart is and are trying to look for a source to feed upon to fix themselves.
Okay, so I need to hit this thing again.
From what you can tell, like more damage doesn't seem to fix that issue, unless it's for you being able to see. Fire seems to do that really well, but otherwise they have a limited amount of time where they can snack on a creature to regain their health.
Okay, three of those were fire damage.
Oh,
From the hearth, or does the hearth not only affect weapon attacks?
it goes to weapons. Is what I said.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Oh, then
My bad.
take 3 off.
Okay, yeah, it still makes the
Okay.
whole.
Okay, and I'm gonna try another one that's far away, that's within 60 feet.
You got it.
5 and 9, 14 to hit.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Actually, 14. I'm sorry, that misses.
Okay, so that misses. All right, that's my turn.
All right. Azariah.
So did all of these little uglies replenish themselves?
Yes.
I don't like them. Don't laugh at my pain.
I will laugh at your pain.
What was it here? Fine. I'll do this. I'll do it at 3rd level since weapon attacks. Okay. I guess I would have to use those as well. Okay. How many do I have to use? Who should only? I think I only need to use one still. Okay, perfect. Red liquid starts to pour down my staff, and it starts to cover up my hands and my arms, and I switch hands of the staff. Actually, I put it behind me, and as I do, the blood starts to drip and coagulate and turn into a lash. And I still stand 10 feet away, and I will whip the lash at 2 of the trolls before me.
Got it.
I'm using my own life force for this, so it's not going to be super hefty, but at least I can add the fire damage to it.
Yes.
So,
Fiery blood whip.
yes, that first one is going to be like 25. The second
hit.
one is going to be 17.
It's as well.
All right. So, let's see. And it's 1d4 for the fire damage, right?
Yes.
So then the first one is going to be. Let me make sure. Do I add that and to the damage roll? Okay. So then it's going to be 8 necrotic damage, and then 4 fire damage for the first one.
Okay.
And then the second one's going to be 10 necrotic damage and 1 fire.
Okay. Both are burned and are dead.
Awesome. Layla, I think they need to be burned with fire. Do you have any?
Nope.
Well, when I use the whip here, it starts to burn. I don't know what's happening out there, but I never usually do this before.
Alright. What weapons do I have?
Yeah, but it's going to Layla.
Alright, I guess I will pull out, let's go with a scimitar.
Let's go. Yeah, it burns red hot.
And I'll go ahead take a swing.
Swing! Better.
Interesting note for all of you, on the blade of the scimitar, the writing and such, some of the handwriting is similar to what you've uncovered on the floor. That's burning and with the enchantment.
When you say similar to, you mean the same kinds of runes or scripts or metals or materials or what?
You don't know, you're not in there.
As if the same person wrote it.
Layla's very distracted by that and rolls a 9 to hit.
They're able to get out of their way as you're staring at your blade. It's like, oh, they don't know. Look at their target.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I got nothing else at the moment. Yeah, because everything else is not worth it. So yeah, that will be it. I got nothing for bonus actions.
All right. They fail on their attack against you.
Oh, and they also have wisdom.
Sorry, they
save.
fail. They fail. They don't fail their attack. They fail on the wisdom save, is what I meant to say.
They can fail like that too, brother.
That is 14 radiance
Nice.
damage.
Okay, it begins burning them away, but they get an 18 to hit.
I think I got one more disadvantage. Yeah,
Yeah,
I got one
here
less.
Oh, 15.
That misses.
That misses. So they end their turn with 0 HP and perish.
Both of them?
Yes.
Bye, guys.
Good job, Layla. You did well out there.
I didn't use fire, and they still died.
I think they were using your life force to fuel themselves.
Yep, that would make sense.
All right. Then we'll go over to Balmunda.
Lion, stop being drunk.
You punched him in the head.
Oh, whatever.
Again.
He should be more sturdy than that. He's a lion.
I think, in particular, was Balmunda?
I probably make more sense unmuted, but only marginally. I am going to chase towards the ones that are running away, dragging people. So I'll move my full 30 feet in that direction,
Okay.
Can I see anyone yet?
Yeah, in fact, there's one carrying off a village right now.
Villager. Not
They
the
took
whole
the whole
village.
village. Damn.
Villager.
I was gonna say, damn, that
Which
is
one
a
is it? The cowboy, the policeman, the sailor?
Yeah, I think the sailor is the best one. How far away from me is he?
Let's see here. If you're moving 30, you could catch up to one.
Okay, then I'm going to catch up to one and attempt to hit him with my quarterstaff.
Which is now flaming.
Yes, you get
I did notice it caught on fire at some point. That was a good indicator.
Yeah.
So that
But it isn't burnt.
24 to hit.
That hits.
That's a D8 and a D4.
Yes.
So that's 11 plus 5 is 16 points of damage. Some flame in there.
Nice. Out with that. It screams and dies.
Do I see anybody else in the distance?
There is one, but they're about 15 feet away.
I will bonus action Misty Step.
Nice. Love it.
And I will attempt to whack him with my whacking stick. That is a 14 to hit.
Oh, that misses.
And then I believe I can hit him. Oh no, I used my bonus action to Misty Step, so I cannot hit him with the other end of the staff. I'll just glower at him.
Okay, very good.
Flaming red dragonborn. Nothing scary about that.
Absolutely. With that, then, as things begin to calm, there are several. There has been a pillaging of the village as they've made their way off into the distance. But even the villagers that were captured, thanks to the hearth, have begun stabbing their captors, and a few have made their way back, and others have run. And for now, though, many are freezing and climbing up trees and houses to try to get out of the cold air that threatens to turn them to ice. The attack on the village is over for now.
Get off my screen!
Oh, what would you like to do?
The huge flaming cat will guard the perimeter, like expecting something else.
Got it.
I would like to inspect the coal now.
Got it. As you patrol, you can see various limbs of trolls moving on their own, kind of making their way away in the woods and finding solace.
From experience, ignoring the constellation cat for a moment, from experience, do they regroup entirely? Do they get sort of reassembled and come back in a couple of days? How much time do we have, given that they're not entirely burned up yet?
So, in your hunting, you would actually you would have this knowledge here as you have a moment to think outside of combat. The way that you found is troll bodies split off into their components once the troll is killed, and each component piece that can be severed off regrows to a new troll.
Gross!
Is there an advantage to me going out and eating them all?
Gonna have a really nasty poo later.
I mean, I would say I've assumed some of that in the calculations. So you could definitely be trying to grab some of it, but I mean they're moving quickly off into the woods. You'd be exposing yourself and leaving the safety of numbers.
Okay, I will definitely stay back in guard.
Layla, they really wanted what was down here. what do you think was so important to them?
I would assume what's written down here. Which is why which makes it seem like this is even more important than we originally believed. We should definitely make sure we get as much of this etchings of this as possible.
Right. I also know they didn't want to set fire to any of the paper, so maybe there's something good there as well.
Very well, we'll try to load up as much as we can.
Yeah,
for
I would
us
like
to study later.
I'd like to pay attention to some of the places like they were, because we were stealth at first when they came in and they didn't know we were here. So just look at some of the places they were looking at. I know that we, got the some of the like tome stuff, but we didn't really know what they were looking for per se.
Yeah, investigation, and Renaria, go ahead and give me your investigation as well.
Can I help him with his investigation check?
Sure. Yep.
16 total.
I got a 26.
Okay. Then, in the library, searching through a lot of the tomes, there's quite a bit of information upon different animals, really creatures of the area. One would even call them monsters of some entries upon them, including habitats and a few that you could see had like a map marked where it looks like even a few locations might be given or where they might be or were. That seemed to be of interest, as well as what different parts could be used for. The ability to make things out of creatures around. Seemed to be what they were looking for and trying to target, as well as it seemed some of the things that you have been that you revealed through the floor.
I'll take some of these just because I don't want them to get hands on it, just in case they do come back. So I'll take some of these scrolls or whatnot, and go over to. Well, we should check to make sure everyone else is all right, Layla. You're really a good fighter. It's pretty impressive.
Thank you. You are not so bad yourself.
Yeah, well, I'm very familiar with survival. And I started getting up out of the basement of the locked door, secret, basement or whatever at the library. And I think it is. There's not any I'm sure there's not, and maybe there's like leftover boxes or something heavy or wood that maybe I could just temporarily put over the window or whatever they busted in, so that the cold doesn't slip into this downset area and ruin these things.
Yeah, give me a survival check to try to get something together here.
Sure, I can definitely do that.
Would you like my help with that?
I have a question, Matt. I'm very familiar with cold and ice with my natural awareness feature. And usually I'm able to do things like make abilities checks for the natural fevers, monuments, food, assess structures, track creatures, anything that has to do with being in ice and snow. I can use proficiency in the appropriate skill, and if I have proficiency, I can double my proficiency in that skill.
Yes, this applies.
Okay, cool. Thank you. All right. That's going to be a natural 20 for 24.
Nice.
Nice. There you go.
Wait, how'd you only get 24 if you have double your proficiency?
No, I don't have proficiency in it, so I got proficiency in survival.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. If I had proficiency, then it would have been doubled.
Okay. Yeah, then you get something that seems to re-weatherize the house.
All right, Layla, I think this bottom stairs should be fine for now. Let's get out here and see how everyone else is.
Very well. So out do we go.
Okay. So you're able to make your way back through the ropes. Anything else that anybody is doing?
Matt, I have a quick question. Is the cold weather then kind of storm that came with them is gone?
It is still here. It is, but you were using the ropes to get over before.
Mm-hmm.
So I was letting you to continue to do that. It was only people who kind of made their way out onto the ground that were dealing with the cold here.
But on the ground, the effect persists, right?
Yes.
I'm also cold resistant and have advantage on things that would give me cold damage. So
Cool.
I'm a cold boy. I've lived in this environment my whole life.
As Brynja sees Layla emerge, Layla hears in her head, "Oh, you survived."
As have you.
Welcome back, Ruby.
We will probably be returning to the library before we leave again, but for now, we figured we should check on the rest of the village.
The cat prowling around says, "Perimeter seems secure so far, but I'm not entirely sure."
You're only saying this in Layla's head, right?
Exactly, yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. Layla, are you able to reply? Is she able to reply back in the head? Okay, I just want to make sure that we're not hearing this conversation.
I have telepathy as well.
Oh,
It's
cool.
like a weird, twin conversation.
Nice.
Yeah, we've both got telepathy for different reasons.
Nice. And wait, are you guys roommate or is it Tahilda and Layla that are? Okay, you got that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. And only a few of us last episode saw that Layla was different than what she perceives herself now.
Well, she knows what she looks like. She just doesn't want. She typically doesn't look how she is looking at the moment.
Right. But I know you went down in front of some people
Yes.
who were not familiar.
So I did lose my shape change for a short time.
I didn't see it. I wasn't near you, so.
Yeah, and there was a good chunk of the time where they didn't see me, but they felt me because they cast touch spells on me, but they couldn't see anything.
Yeah.
So they're aware that something is off with me, but they don't know what exactly.
Nice. Well, how did everything go with you guys? We were down there and we found some very interesting things. And then there was a whole bunch of trolls that were looking for some information. A lot of stuff we already knew, but here, and I give Ren some of the scrolls I found that they were kind of looking for. They were looking for these, Ren.
What did I gather on the piece of coal?
Yeah. On the coal, you had dirty 20, was that it?
No, 16.
16, okay. So 16, okay. It is hot. To touch it would burn yourself, but you're able to use the tongs and such things to move it around, as well as putting in a bag is likely going to catch a bag on fire. But as you understand it, it seems to operate from the principles of needing fuel, as a fire would, of specific kinds, stuff that's rich in magical power or essence or spirit, as well as it being stationary. So essentially, it takes about 3 days of it burning for it to be able to affect an area.
Okay.
With its various power.
Didn't you guys say earlier that you needed a fire to help the elders? Could this fire be used in that way somehow?
No, unfortunately, it wasn't strong enough. At least for that purpose. Though you should have seen your weapons come ablaze to assist in the beating back of the trolls.
Yes, it was quite distracting for me, though.
It was rather helpful. The trolls fell dead much more quickly.
I had to use this old thing, and probably by now it's been like close to 10 minutes, or maybe so the lash will probably end up getting back into the staff. But I do acknowledge the fire that it lent us.
So we haven't had a long rest yet, and we just got attacked, and now they're gathering in the woods. I feel like we gotta just suck it up and head out, because we can't finish a long rest. We would be sleeping till like noon. Or we're just 12 miles closer.
Some people will be sleeping till noon. I would be one of those people.
I will just be hanging out till noon, but could still go for that.
I don't have too much to use other than my whip and daggers, but I guess I could suck it up and try, Ren. I just don't have too much. I didn't study hard enough, and I just don't have enough access to the energies I think I want. And plus, I have used the well of energy that's within my staff, and I've been taking energy from my essence to fuel a lot of my spells. If I keep going, if I even long rest and have good sleep, I won't even get much health or fertility back.
Layla hears in her head. Go ahead.
Can we take turns sleeping like in the carts while some of us are up and we can sleep in shifts?
If there's enough room, I don't see why not, but
That would not be the most restful of sleep.
You never sleep on a cart before. I think the vibrations actually make me more sleepy.
No, I have not.
I'll check in. Anything for Nala?
I guess Nala will take a look around at some of the damage that's been done. And just check on seeing if there's anyone who needs help or
Okay. Yeah, just give me we'll do a performance check, I think, as you're just being generally helpful. and getting everyone's spirits up like we've done before.
Okay. Then I am going to use an inspiration.
All right.
Uh, 25.
25. Very good then. Yeah, you're able to help gather and move people through the ropes to get to a relatively good spot. And are treating some wounds, especially those who can't endure the cold as well.
And while I'm doing that, I'm kind of catching bits and pieces of, what's being discussed, and
Sure.
I go ahead and get up, and I'll say, "This is our home. It was attacked. If we're going after them, we have to do it quickly. Otherwise, we risk them returning greater numbers, or just leaving altogether for good, and who knows what other places they plan to attack. So I would be in favor of Rin's plan."
I don't mind Ren's plan, but one of the main reasons they were able to get in here is because the fortifications that usually prevent them from coming in went down. I think if we dedicate some time to that, we could be in full strength in the morning and set out and find them.
We do have capable people here too. We saw them. They were able to fend off some of the attackers. Perhaps they could help with the refortifications.
Understand?
Or
Under-
we could...
Go ahead.
Or we could scout ahead. I'm pretty good at that as well.
And just know that I know that you're a multi-talented woman. Just noticed you do a lot, but getting up a ward is a lot different than punching things.
Oh, I don't punch things. I use an axe.
Well, stabbing things, slashing things, you know what I mean.
Actually, I did want you to take a look at this. And I take out the braided hair that I found in the dragon's lair.
Mhm.
Do you have a moment to look at this?
I mean, I have a moment, but if I can't really study it well right now. But if you give me some time, I could probably find out where it came from.
Would you like me to stop by later tonight and discuss it?
Sure, if we ever get a moment tonight.
Yeah, so my favorite plan of action, I would say it does not. The state of the circles here, especially since they attacked, things that were here are around the village that would have helped or have been very much destroyed during this troll attack. It would probably take a few weeks to get up the barriers and wards.
Layla
After-
hears in her head, if you want a very large pack animal of the cat variety, I have 3 more hours left. And then I can do maybe another 4 hours before I am tired. If we're going to go, now is a good time.
You're also
can
looking
Convey
at
that
the,
message.
because you're also talking about potentially leading the villagers out. So that was your other deal too.
Mm-hmm. Well, I
Think about doing that tomorrow. We're doing studying first and then maybe leaving. But now that we've been attacked, it's definitely put us in another circumstance that we have to assess.
We might be able to get an upper hand if we get out there and find where they're fortified at.
Well, it seems like the lot of you really are keen on following them. We might as well follow before the snow covers their tracks then.
I have no wish to follow the trolls. I want to get the people out.
Yeah, following the trolls did they come from the mountains? What do we know what direction they came from?
From the mountains and the woods, you could potentially track them if you wanted.
Yeah, aren't we going the other way? Like we're fleeing. We have no time to waste. That thing, and Torhilda points to the dragon, the giant dragon skull and carcass on the mountain, is going to come to life in 9 days. We need to get out of here. 8 now. I don't know. She doesn't count. She's got a 5 intelligence. Yeah. In some number in this many days, whatever. Yeah, she is like, no, we are gone. We need to be gone. And the only question is, will it be more effective now that the trolls are gone to try to get a little bit of rest so everybody's fresh, gather what we can, take a breath, and then leave? Do you think, we pretty well routed them and we killed most of them. So does Tor have a sense of whether they would come back super fast?
So, out of character real quick. Are we going to be able to get effective long rests on the road at all?
If you make a camp, whenever you make a camp in the wilderness, there's always the chance of an attack. So it is more likely that you might need a day or two of camping to get an effective long rest. Just because you're out in wilderness and there's dangers.
So would it be easier for us to get a long rest
here
in town before we leave?
Well, of course.
Or
depends.
The reason why I was mentioning the trolls, though, is they were taking people, and if they're taking people, they likely need them or want them for something. Even if we're fleeing, they're going to likely come after us again. It's just a matter of time. Even with the dragon, 8 days. For the trolls, they will attack us probably whenever they want. Likely when we're at our weakest. But I'm not opposed to any plan. I just want us to be sure that we're keeping in mind that we will likely be tracked.
Quick note on the dragon, just because it got said a little differently than what you all learned, is that the balance between the two halves will fight again in that time period.
Right.
So it doesn't necessarily mean the whole dragon's coming out, but that one piece will get dominant. So one piece is going to try to become 3/4 again.
Right, because it's half and half right now.
Right. So just to kind of get so it's not, so we just know what the threat is. Still a huge threat, but
But if we want, we can sleep, gather everyone, go on our way. But we do obviously need to be even more alert than usual, especially if they've taken people.
Can someone explain to me using small words what our plan will be? We're going to take the people to safety. I understand that and I applaud that. I am most concerned with their well-being. But I assume we are not simply abandoning the village to whatever happens here. We must come back and try to stop this process. Is that what our intent is? I'm confused.
Well, I would agree with Bormunder. This place has been settled for 100 years plus, and I think the more we learn and cure our ignorance, the more likely we're able to save this place.
The previous plan was to evacuate the village and take as many villagers as we could safely away from here, and to allow this skirmish to happen without our interference, because we knew not which to back.
So our plan would be to run away and leave the battle to them and live with whatever the consequences are. Is that our plan?
What was here is gone. Only through danger outside this place will we find an answer.
Those words are not small enough for me.
Yeah. I do believe in the discussion before there was an idea of trying to get information and coming back, but I believe last week everyone the characters felt a bit ill-equipped and felt that they needed to find answers elsewhere.
Ormunder, I guess to try to put it another way, home is not a place, it's a people. And tomorrow, our circumstances might be very different. We may come back. I'd like to come back. But predicting is... That's magic. And I don't like magic.
That's okay, I suppose, if that's our plan. I wasn't clear on it. It seemed like you guys were making progress, learning things in the library, and I thought perhaps we might be able to use that in some way. But I am perfectly happy to guard the villagers and move them to safety if that's. And our plan is not to return. If so, then I think we would be wise to rest first so that we have our strength built for the journey.
And do keep in mind, I still feel a little rage, like it wasn't all let out earlier, and I might be more inclined to go with a plan that involves me swinging my axe. So perhaps don't listen to me when I mention fight, because it's probably coming from a place of really wanting to hit things.
I understand we have experienced much loss, and vengeance is a normal feeling. I share that. I just I get confused easily when you guys talk amongst yourselves about these plans, and I need them explained simply.
Not vengeance, more like I just really want to hit something. It's hard to explain.
The cat raises an eyebrow.
Do you
It's
ever?
more just a general anger thing than a targeted thing, I believe, is what she's trying to say.
Do you ever turn that energy and try to transmute into your playing on the harp? You know.
Actually, yes. I find the harp is an easy way for me to focus my mind.
Let's put it to a vote then. Are we staying to rest and leaving on the morrow, or do we leave now?
Yep, it would still be later today, but I'm okay with resting first. I feel like shit, Ren.
Looking around, how does the rest of the camp or the town look? Do they feel like they're able to move this point or unable? Like, from the cat's perspective, night vision and all, just glancing around, do they feel like they could survive a travel tonight, or are they just not up to it?
Yeah, give me a survival check.
You got it. Survival check on humans. Let's do that. That's going to be a lovely 12.
Okay. I would say the ones that The ones that you're most worried about, you'd be worried about getting worse no matter what you do. Certainly, everyone is going to be a little bit more well rested the next day. But as far as getting somewhere and possibly resting during the day instead of night, depending on what you want to do, that could be viable.
How many of them won't survive the night? Any? Some?
It occurs to you that the problem of the lack of heat that the hearth provided could be a real problem. Some might die just of natural exposure, not even unnatural, given the severity of their wounds.
How cold will it be?
About how you think it might be 10, that might not make it.
Finish? Okay.
Yeah. Pretty Arctic. It's going to be very cold tonight.
So total population is how many?
Is that normal for this area, or is it because of the breath that we stopped?
The breath coming in, the wards going down have dramatically changed how this area behaves.
Okay.
What if we cuddle? All that body heat.
As well as the hearth. The hearth is what actually made a lot of the warmth going on. That's been changed. And I might say probably very well so. You would have lost a lot more to the troll attack had you not changed the hearth. So I do think that was a very valid and probably good decision. Does come with it another thing.
I don't require much sleep, so I could, play some soft music. For those who, maybe I can go around, and if I see people getting too cold, I can try to help them.
Do we believe heading downslope, or at least getting the travel started, would get us further away from the cold and make the survivability rate higher?
If you can, it might be hard to do in a day to get a significant amount.
So within a day, we can't probably improve our chances of keeping people.
That's what it would seem.
Okay.
Unless you work on smaller camps and got away from this cold. Big problem you have now is a cold on the ground. If you got away from it and then can make smaller fires, that would be more beneficial to keeping them survival. It's also spreading people out. So everything is very risk-oriented.
I have to assume the flaming cat has actually warned people around them.
Yeah.
I will cuddle down near some villagers and just produce heat.
Okay. That sounds good.
And I guess I'd like to go amongst the villagers and just identify the ones that seem to be in the most perilous shape and put a hand on their shoulder until I have expended my healing pool. So I've got 10 points that I could use to distribute about.
Okay.
I'll take a big kettle of water and throw in some herbs and heat it, and start distributing hot tea to everyone just to warm them up.
And I'll read one of my spicy romance novels I've been writing. Warm people up.
We didn't finish the vote. Can we finish that?
It seemed like everyone voted.
Okay, so we're staying.
It was apparently a soft vote.
Okay.
I'm personally not especially in need of it, but I guess I lean towards the common good seems to be to stay and take a long rest. But me personally, I don't mind either way.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure that we're deciding and moving forward with that plan and not just keep jumping back into RP.
Right.
Yeah.
What is our course of action?
Torkin, she magically heats the water, so she can do that whether we're marching or.
Okay.
or stationary. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, so let's everyone we'll do this actually because it sounds like we care a lot about this keeping everyone alive, warming piece. You tell me what you're going to do. We're going to do a little bit of a skill challenge. We're going to want 4 successes before 4 fails.
Well, seeing as Azariah has spent much time in the north and is well acquainted with surviving and adapting to the cold, he will get people who seem like they're struggling the most with dealing with the cold, teaching them about like breath regulation and different things to kind of combat the regulation and body temperature and stuff like that, things you can do, different insulations that you can grab in your house to just stay warm next to, things like that he's picked up from his family and just living in the cold.
Okay. Sure. Just give me a history check.
Okay. And can I use my natural awareness thing for snow and ice?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now we'll double my proficiency in history. All right. Ooh, boy. That's the good one there. That's a 24.
Nice. Okay. What's next?
Sorry. Yeah, 24.
Tor will go around heating up and flavoring, steaming hot cups of liquid and passing it out, and sort of very similar to what she does normally as a seer. Oh, here's a tincture that's going to keep you warm, and sort of understanding that a lot of people's healing abilities and survival abilities are kind of in their mind. So this is going to keep you warm, and this is going to, and it's also hot, but just convincing them that this is going to really help them, so that their mind is hopeful.
Okay. Give me a survival check.
Really?
I was trying to teach you people about how like boiling water and tea works. It seems.
It's a persuasion. I'm trying to persuade them that this has magical properties.
Okay. I'll give you. I think I'll let you go there. You can do persuasion if you want.
It sounds like deception then.
Not the placebo effect.
The placebo, that is deception. Yeah, that's deception.
I'll take deception. That's fine. She actually believes it herself, but it could be deception. I'll take you. They're both the same. Doesn't matter.
As a good witch doctor should.
Yes, a good witch. Yeah, she's basically the witch doctor here. All right, it's 26.
Okay. So they go right as they start to believe there's otherworldly effect drinking warm drinks. And it's going pretty good. Next.
So the huge flaming kitty settles down near a bunch of people who need warmth. And then after about another 6, 7, 8 minutes, maybe, the flames go out. Still a huge flaming kitty. Still purring, still warm and fluffy and worth considering your throw pillow. And then after a couple of hours, maybe 3 more hours, drops down to this small girl who maybe looks like 19, 20 at most, who produces flame in her hands and sets it down in front of her and creates a bonfire as big as she possibly can, and just kind of stokes it and keeps it as warm and bright as possible, keep everyone's hope alive.
Okay. Good. Take with this. Go ahead and give me your spellcasting modifier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I mean, it's a cantrip, but yeah, it's +9 to hit or a 17 DC.
So it would be your wisdom.
Right.
So it'd be +5 probably?
Yes. So you want to do 20 +5?
Yep.
That's a sad 14.
Okay.
Just try to keep the flames alive as I slowly fall asleep, probably.
Okay. next.
So unless I'm going to use my main skill, which is intimidating them into being, I'll probably go for getting people to join me in a prayer to my protective God, who looks over them and will protect them from harm and keep them warm and provide them spiritual comfort in this way. Which I'm aiming to create a religion check, which is almost my only non+0 skill.
Okay. Oh, let's do religion. That's fine.
That is a 15.
Okay. All right, I'll note that on here. What else here?
I think I'm going to go around gathering what food would spoil and would be difficult to take on the road with us, and just start cooking that up for everybody.
Okay, so just like nice meal, get everyone well fed. Very cool. Do you have cooking tool, chef's tool stuff? Or...
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead with that. Wisdom as the base.
It's going to be plus the same as that. So 21.
Very good. And again, I want to get a sense of what everyone's doing. So I think we still need Layla and Nala, I believe.
I honestly am not sure what Layla would be doing right now.
Okay.
She's probably mostly actually currently thinking about going back and trying to get more etchings in the library.
Yeah. Well, do that. You're still helping things going.
Yeah.
So I think... Yeah, give me an investigation check there.
Okay.
I believe in you.
Because of that, I'm gonna go ahead and use the inspiration that I had from last week.
Nice.
I believe in you even harder now.
Can I also cast guidance on myself while I'm doing this, or no?
It's a longer task, so no.
Okay. 11.
And apparently there's inspirations and such things around as well. So okay, with an 11, you get one additional, like you're able to get these actions, but in addition to that, there are referenced here, because you go in there thinking of how so much has been destroyed, and that there are beings or representatives of power, that it seems there are epic tales that are inscribed here, that upon the founding seem to have granted the first people to make this a home. And one thing that you find interesting is it seemed to have not been as idyllic when it was first found. That deals or agreements, and it's much more closer to agreement than deal, how we think of in D&D at least, with these entities helped either give power or give protection or give knowledge to produce this place. And I want to insight into Layla's mind a little bit, because she's going to get to learn of one of them.
One of the beings that helped with the founding?
Mm-hmm.
I guess she probably would be more inclined to any that had any sort of reference to them being a deity or something like that. of some sort.
Okay.
If that makes sense. Like any that seem to.
So help me out, because one of the things we did with this part of the world and setting we talked about on the we
Yeah.
weren't necessarily deities.
Yes.
So
yeah.
when you say that, what help me out to understand?
Because there are some, kind of how I am picturing it is that they're not actual deities, but there might be some that believe themselves or, might operate similar to one, if there's
Okay.
anything like that.
That's helpful. Thank you.
Yeah.
Perfect. In that case, there is a being whose name is Sograsat. It's described as a twister of nature. The poems and songs about it speak of it fancying itself as ruler of the trees and the nature here in this area of Asura. While its normal way of doing things is that of causing places to wither and making animals flee, and to reduce things to like pure wildness. The tale describes warriors impressing it and helping it to where it twisted the area around here to be free of some of the dangers of the wilderness.
Alright. Could I get the spelling of that
Yep.
name?
I will hook you up, my friend. So put in.
Because none of the names in this setting make any sort of
Phonetic sense. Yeah, brother. That's
Yeah.
why I chose pencil for this campaign. Holy crap.
See, like that's it's got a circle above the A. Okay, that's not close to what I had. Because there's also a K, which I did not hear a K.
I was so close. I thought it was a double circle over the A.
Says Vormundr.
Yes.
Aren't you in Minnesota? You should understand like half of this.
No. I ain't in that part of Minnesota.
He almost has the skull for Vikings there,
Yeah. I'm also predominantly Irish, so
Doesn't show up in your accent though.
no. I mean, neither does the fact that I've lived pretty much my entire life in Minnesota. That being said, the stereotypical Minnesota accent is not nearly as prevalent as shows like Fargo make it seem.
Yeah.
You
Very
have
cool.
some old-
So I just want to. We're good enough.
Yeah.
I will say the biggest thing you get is that they like everything is being as one that might as well could very well offer a way to trick one into danger or to help. It's very mercurial in nature. depending on its whims, and does have a sense of superiority. So you're able to get that information, and then we just need Nala, I believe.
Yep. I was trying to think of a way to do this without doing a performance, but nothing was coming to mind. So I think what she's going to do is she'll sit with different people as she doesn't require as much sleep. And she'll kind of, if she notices people are kind of drifting off, she'll try to talk to them and keep their mind engaged and kind of keep them just kind of active in a little bit. Yeah, that's what she'll do.
Okay. Yeah, give me the performance, I guess.
All right. Nat 20 for a 27.
Oh, very nice.
Nice.
Yeah. So I want to say the pronunciation clear on that one. Skrogsgroet. I would say it very American.
Oh, before I go to sleep, did it seem like I actually will ask them because I didn't really interact with them when they were alive. Sorry, let me retract, because I know that some of the pieces were getting away. Like, were heads rolling towards the village? Like, is there still body parts here that I could find and take?
There's not any like the ones that I'm multiplying, but there's pieces of corpses that have been burned and the life is no longer in them.
I grab a head.
Okay, you got it.
Yeah. And I'll like grab a canvas bag that I see by a cart that probably isn't being used anymore and was destroyed, and I will dump out whatever was in there into Ren's cooking a pot. Ren, could you use these? And I'll just dump them out next to him, and I put stuff the head in there. I got to get started and go to sleep. Good luck. Yeah.
And something else I do need to mention is Nala will spend a little bit of time tonight finishing the sketch on the eggs, because she had to do that within 24 hours. According to what you gave me.
You were doing what with the egg?
You told me I could finish the drawing of the eggs.
Yes, okay, so you'll be working on that. Perfect. You're able to do that. So, yeah, as we go into the night, the singing and the warmth keeps everybody calm as Layla is more archiving what is happening. And the only thing I'd offer is if there was any like watch-like or one-to-one conversations the characters wanted before we get to the long rest. I think you've talked a lot, so we're probably okay. That sounds good. In that case, is that everything?
I think so, because I'm sure the conversation me and Nala want to have was to happen later tonight, not in this morning, whatever, when we mid of our wake up. So
yeah. So you come in, and it is necessary as people sleep through the dawn to get a full rest, as this happened in the midst of the awfulness, and it is really just before midday before you feel your rest coming to you. So you may mark your long rest, my friends. Right.
Versions of pain.
I got lucky.
So, what would you like to do this morning?
Well, I wake up and immediately take out some tools I have, and I start dining on the brain of the head I took. just an ounce.
Nice.
Brittany looks over and says, "Is that wise?"
And as you see, when I start to eat it, my like the veins in my eyes, you can see that the red is turning deeper. And I cast Consume Mind, and basically for an hour, I am recalling recent events and the recent events before they decided to attack us.
Okay.
And my so to recall this information, I have to make an ability check using my spellcasting modifier. The DC is equal to the corpse's intelligence score.
Okay, sounds good. Go ahead and make it.
We'll do...
That's weird wording. So corpse can't have an intelligence score; it's an object.
Well, yes, the corpse's original.
And in life.
All right. Oh, okay. +5. I don't think he was a smart boy, but 24.
24. Okay, is DC the intelligence score of the thing?
Of the thing.
Okay, yeah, you definitely beat their 7.
Awesome.
So you're trying to get
like the recent
moments
events.
before,
The recent the events beforehand, like the planning of them attacking us and stuff like that.
Absolutely. Yeah, as you breathe here and allow yourself to look into the thoughts, the moments, you can see many trolls of varying shapes. Some have mushrooms that grow from them, others have crooked backs and use a cane to walk. Still others seem to be made of near wind. Surround a woman troll. Her hair long, black and greasy. Her teeth themselves seem to have eyes and mouths with their own teeth. As she breathes in smoke burning from 5 pots and breathes out colored smoke, begins to dictate and chant to the gathered masses. This is all very interesting. As you see, this is the one you got, we're going to say here, was the large one. So everything is at this kind of downward angle that you're seeing.
Perfect.
Almost bird's eye. As she speaks, the old master returns, but there will be 2, not 1, but only one will claim the other forever shut from this world. She's examining the smoke. But this means we are not bound, my brethren, but only in the return. Therefore, those who made deals to sit on the lands we cultivated from will be vulnerable tonight. We should not show them a full force, for they may yet have tricks. But prepare. When their ground freezes, and their wards lose their centuries of power, strike quickly. We must have what they have learned from the spirits and have their gift. As various orders go out, and this view kind of loses sense of a lot of the particulars until they pick up this woman and she tells them, "You must grab and return the hearth. This will cripple them and make us a prime force here. The others will bow, not be able to retaliate. Must steer the hearth, the Gogo." That is the most significant thing you were able to grab.
As you see his eyes shifting and doing all that, as he's recalling this information, all of a sudden you. There was a woman there, Brenya. A woman that had mouths and eyes on her sets of teeth. She wants the hearth.
Like the ancient Crow Mother, or what? What did she look like?
I described her, the troll lady. There was many trolls there, different sorts. They want the hearth. They want to know what we know from the spirits. It worries me. If we leave here, we leave them all this knowledge and power for them to grab.
Unless we take the heart, yes. We should not leave the heart, obviously, but how much knowledge do we have gathered in this place?
Well, I found these yesterday. And they went over a lot of what we knew about the dragon, but there's only more, I'm sure. There were so many tomes and scrolls. I could spend hours, weeks there even.
We should convene a council of sorts. This is interesting and new knowledge, and our elders are still in very bad shape. We should consider whether to move the hearth as it is, the coal, or whether to stay here and defend. This new revelation, the idea that they be coming for us, not just for us, but also for the Flaming Stone. It's perplexing. Bring in all the elders and leaders, and let's have a conversation about what all of this means.
I'd say at this point, you are that group.
There's nobody else besides us. Nobody besides the handful of us.
You are the ones being invested in.
Yeah, I mean, we have a very, think about the jobs we have in the village.
It's very much like, and besides what you've done, like if you want to talk to others, you can. They're not going to necessarily be in a position to disagree. For it.
Have any of you an idea of what it means to be such an old magic that the trolls want to take it back from us, or that it's been here long enough that they desire it, or that this is their key to power.
Well, our location's real close to that giant dragon. Maybe when the dragon died, it left some type of residual magic.
But like a hairball?
I don't know. I don't know anything about magic.
That may be a lie.
Not really. I do know how to predict the weather, but that's about it.
Have we seen this greasy, black-haired troll woman before? Is that a legend around here, or is there some history with that?
There was always legends of trolls, and like you might give them one. What the new information here would be was this idea of a gathering in civilization, and a lot of the types. That was actually huge. Like, they were. What came before is what was somewhat normal. But this is more of an organization and diversity than has been led to believed.
And they said we were vulnerable last night. That makes complete sense. But don't show full force is interesting. Is there a concept of how many trolls are in the hills, or how many might be around here?
I mean, I saw as a taller view that I had of the surrounding area. I would describe how many I saw, at least, which I take as a great number and not at what we saw come attack us.
Vast larger number.
Yeah.
Okay. I think as the dawn breaks and we are now more rested, perhaps we should probably seize opportunity to leave this vulnerable place and get further from the troll army, which is very intent on the coal, the fire. Ren, what do you think? You carry the fire.
Well, I physically can't carry the fire. It'll burn me, but we can take it with us. Wherever we set up, once we find a new place, at least for the villagers, it'll take about 3 days and magical fuel for this hearth to re-engage its protections.
Is there a faster way if we burn magical items or attempt to use some other unnatural form to stoke a flame?
I'm sure there are, but nothing that I was able to intuit in the moment that I dispensed the heat that was still left within it. It's not something I would trifle with. I still suggest we head west, get our people to safety, and then allow Azariah to do as he does and discover knowledge about Gegazol and Derevanivox, or however the hell you say its name.
Well, west is where I came from, and it's not a too treacherous road, but it is only that way to me because it's most familiar.
West is just the fastest way out of the mountains to get us away from the trolls and the dragon and elemental forces.
It's not too far a city, just at the base of the mountain. I stopped by there before I ascended.
Bormunder, you have not spoken.
I am struck by Azariah's vision that the village had more power because they had made a deal with those powers that we met underneath. And I just wondered if we might be able to negotiate some sort of agreement with them. But I do agree that our first priority should be protecting the village. And if we stay here, it seems that we could not withstand this troll army. So I think I agree that we should move on.
Nola?
I am in favor of West. I think it makes sense, and the people have already been convinced. So it's really just a matter of us taking action now.
Hilda, what does your sister say?
I can ask her. I'll get out the rune stones and shake them up a little bit, cast them on the ground, and try to commune with Svan. Svan, help us. What can you see? What should we do?
Is this is this actual commune or?
It's technically the augury spell
Okay,
for certain flavors of that.
perfect. So with augury, then I think they have to suggest a course of action.
Yeah. Should we? So what are we choosing between? Leaving and staying and fight? So what we're
Leaving and staying.
leaving and staying. Just need to ask one. Should we?
Comes for free. You don't have to ask about that.
What? What'd you say?
I said fighting comes for free. You don't have to ask about that. Just leave.
Yeah. Should we stay or should we go? Should we stay or should we go? So I guess I have to ask it. Should we leave this place that
Okay.
we've learned to call home?
You have to say it like the Clash.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
Should we stay or should we go?
So, about moving west, of course, that you've said, sticks will glow and she'll look upon you. Away from the power of our ancestors is west. There are different threats, and the politics of humanoids. Sorry?
Well, that was less than clear.
Yeah.
Svan, stop speaking in riddles.
What did she say, Torhilda?
Just one of the big things with augury is when you're doing something that could take a large piece of stuff because it's wheel or woe, you're going to get a lot of wheel and woe types of answers. And so instead of just going, oh, it's wheel and woe, I give you some types of clues as to the types of dangers you may face. This is kind of where I went with it.
Well, there's different dangers if we leave. I'll try again. Svan, is it more dangerous to leave?
I think this will go. It's hard to say. I see tribes that have been jealous of us, that may want to steal what we have, or plan to take it in their helping. To stay, there are the powers that our legendary heroes faced. Or if you're up to them, only you can know.
Elder, do
Sisters.
you reveal this information as it said, like to us?
I do this time. Yeah, I'm repeating. Sisters, what are you gonna do?
Mm,
You know,
uh,
she's not that helpful.
well, I think it's really hard to see the future, Torhilda, but if what she's saying is true, I believe that no matter where we go, we must be vigilant. But if she says that the powers are out west, then maybe we should seek said powers.
Yeah, I think staying here is foolish.
Well, at least with all these people.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what these powers of these beings have that are fighting for control, but if they could control people or even revive them from the dead, then we are in big trouble.
Well, we have the dragon and the primordial, and we have the troll armies. It seems like we're not lacking for problems to solve. Layla, go ahead.
No, but if what you say is true and you agree with me that we need to move the hearth, I think we need to decide how we're going to do that. I could carry a big ice ball, but I've never carried a big thing of coal before.
Layla, your instincts have never failed me. What do you feel?
It seems that we are almost destined to go west. But it does sound like on our travels we will encounter many who will seek to take that hearth from us, or just kill us because of where we are from. If we travel, we must do it carefully and try to avoid revealing where and who we are.
And it sounds settled. Who will carry the spark? Who will carry the cinder? How do we carry the cinder?
Matt, I know that we don't have any hearth keepers in our party, but is there like a junior hearth keeper in this village or someone that might be not totally cool and powerful like we are, but at least pays attention to the hearth every other Tuesday or something?
Yeah, there would be an apprentice to the Hearthkeeper.
Otherwise, I'd be okay kind of retroactively switching my job, because I was thinking about doing Hearthkeeper anyway.
What is your job, Layla?
It's a hunter of the wilds, just because I was like, I don't know what I want to do.
And we have like 2-3 hunters? How many?
Well, technically there's one hunter and then one hunt master.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
basically I just took it because it gives the alert feat, and I was like, none of the jobs were really speaking to the character like 100%, and so that's where I went with it. I was like, none of these jobs seem to fit 100% with what I have in mind for the character. And so I was like, well, I guess I'll just go with the one that has, the most useful feat, at least in my opinion.
this would be the apprentice's name. Her name is Gudrun. So if you call her, you can't talk to her.
Yeah, you said Gunther?
Gudrun.
Gudrun.
Gudrun. Yeah, sorry, Gudrun.
Yeah, I'll call for Gudrun.
Gudrun. As she approaches, and kneels quickly, grabs a small dagger, beats her chest with it, and sheathes it. I am here, elders. What do you need of Gudrun?
Gudrun, I appreciate your haste. You're a great keeper of the hearth, and we appreciate all your efforts. Could you tell me, is it possible to move the hearth and travel with it? And if so, how would we do that?
She breathes and shakes a little bit. You see, this girl's about she would be 13 at this point.
Okay.
2 years away from her 15 ritual. And so this is crazy
Right.
for her mind. So she she was very formal and confident, like she knows like what she should do when she's called, but now she's like out of my wow. She goes, okay, well, yes, that is what you would want to know. I will say this. It's the hearth is the heart. It is with heart only that the hearth can be moved. I have a skin that was said to be used to move it here. But my teacher spoke. The people's heart must be united, or it will burn to ash.
Gudrun, do you mean that literally? As in, if you move this heart in the wrong vessel or without the people behind you, it will just dissolve and burn.
The skin will burn away.
The skin will burn. Yes, okay. Gudrun, you were 13 years, yes?
Yes, I am.
And you have studied under the previous Heartkeeper for some time, yes?
Yes.
How many years were you studying under the Heartkeeper? 3, 4?
6.
6. Fantastic. Oh yes. Were you very close to the Heartkeeper?
I mean, she was my teacher. I was her apprentice. I knew her. She starts to cry.
No, do not.
Is she gonna?
Do not
As
cry.
you asked that, it's like she was trying to be very official and adult, and she just went total kid, and
Yep.
just losing her emotional composure.
Gudrun, let me be very clear. We are in great need as a people, and you may be one of the very few who can help us through this difficult time, this period. And more importantly, you will be probably sung up in the halls of the afterlife if this goes well. I think you need to understand that this is a very critical moment for you to show us your teaching, show us the learnings you have had so far, in order to help us move the great light from place to place in ways to save our people. So if you are willing to take the moment, take a deep breath, understand that we need you very deeply, and that we are 100% behind you. We would love to embrace you and help you be successful in helping us move the cinder.
Okay. I can I can do that. That is fine. It's, so, I'm sorry. It's
Do not be sorry.
this
Do
is-
not be sorry.
The skin is, she breathes deeply, is from Ulfarhammer. The spirit there is, was a gift to the village, and I'm afraid I would tell you, if the whole village wishes to go, then it should work. I know the rituals, but it must be powered by their heart.
Right. Well, I'm not. We will talk to the village and coalesce words. The village must understand that we are on this path together. And when they understand that, when they're on that journey together, then this will work, yes.
Yes. She nods. I will do my best to keep them united from where you have set them.
Brittany
Should I
looks over at
prepare?
Nala. Brittany looks over at Nala and says, "This is a good time."
I feel like Nala knows Gudrun probably very well.
Okay.
Would you agree?
Yeah, I think there'd be a lot
Okay.
of reasons why you would know each other. Yeah.
And I feel like I also know her well enough to know that she is really, really struggling to be formal and all that. So I'm just kind of walk over to her and just kind of sit down for a minute and just say, Gudrun,
Yeah.
hey, don't worry. You don't have to be anything other than who you are.
Reads out.
I mean, all of us, we're completely new right now. We all feel exactly what you feel in this moment. I mean, I feel like I have no idea sometimes what's expected of me. But the cool thing is, I feel like because you are the apprentice to the hearth, and I'm sort of now the scald or whatever, I feel like we're like closer now, you know? So I feel like we can tell each other things. And if you're feeling overwhelmed, that's okay. You can let any of us know. Because I can see that you are going to be an amazing hearth. You may not see it yet, but you might be surprised. The last hearth also was feeling what you are feeling right now. And you're going to realize really soon that the way people see you and the way that you see yourself, it's going to grow. And you're going to be so awesome at this.
Maybe
So-
persuasion with advantage. Oh, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, no, I was just going to say, so you don't have to bow to us, okay?
Give me persuasion with advantage, please.
Persuasion with advantage. Well, 16.
Okay. She breathes out. Oh. Okay. Right. So there wasn't quite any rules and rituals. She spoke in riddles. And when I asked her about it, she said that's what was told to her, but I think what I could understand is the challenge will be each day. Because the heart, she would say, that the heart is easily won, but difficult to keep. So, keeping everyone on the same page, she said, is part of the responsibility of Heartmaster, but I'll do my best for all of you, but I'll need your help.
Yeah, don't worry. That's kind of, I think, what we're all supposed to do is help each other.
I'll get the skin and get ready.
Awesome. And when she leaves, I think she's going to be just fine. She just
No.
needs...
Are we ready? Are we, the village, ready?
I think they're more ready than they realize. I think they just have to believe in something. And they have to believe that we're all doing this in the best interest of all of us. And as long as we keep that as our guiding principle, I think it'll be okay. I mean, I genuinely think that moving out is a good idea.
You are wise. And if you could incorporate this Ulfhammer spirit bear into your song, that would be helpful.
Yeah, I can add that.
All right. And what would you like to do? Well, here. We'll find out what we're going to do next, but let's go ahead and take our break. And then we'll come back.
Wicked.
Alrighty. So, what's next, my friends?
I think someone was giving the townspeople a little verbal pick me up, and then we were gonna try to bounce. Maybe, possibly, yes.
Yeah. Well, you have the village really united now, I will say. If you wanted to RP that out, that's totally fine. But you did stuff last session and this session. We've done a lot of checks to get the town together. In fact, you all did a big speech to get them to want to leave already last session. Nala and Renrail did it.
That is true. That is true. I remember that.
So just to I won't require it again because we've done that piece of it.
Yeah, I'm ready to get to the part where we're carted up, use the skin to do what we need to, so we're at the point where we're leaving the village, I guess. Unless anyone else has.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah. I mean, it's not going to stop anyone, but I'll go to the local blacksmith, see if he has any locks on hand, and lock the door to the library. Not that it's going to help, but it makes me feel better. I feel
you can generally you secure what you can. In the day that the cold mist here is finally dissipated as the sun comes up.
Do you really think that those locks will stop them?
No, but it makes me feel good.
If we don't want them to get their hands on it,
Take what you can.
there is, yes, obviously take as much as we can, but I feel like there is a simple solution.
You're going to suggest burning the books.
I don't do so lightly, but clearly they wanted whatever was in here.
Well, maybe not all of the books.
Yes, we take as much as we can, but we did not have enough time to go through everything. And
I know.
They need. I don't think it would be wise to leave anything that they might find use for.
We did take some, but I couldn't be a part of such a disgrace.
You do not need to.
I know. And he treks off sad of the knowledge that they are possibly going to decide to burn. He gets the merit of obviously keeping information from them, but keeping information from them is information that he has not yet had obtained.
Don't worry, Azariah. We'll find whatever knowledge you need.
Well,
Go ahead.
I appreciate the optimism, Nala. You sure know how to, I guess, keep a playful tune, whether it's on your strings or with your encouragement.
There's only a few books I'd like to bring with us, the ones I brought here from Toverin.
Of course. And let's, as much space as we have to spare, let's take as much as we can. But we should not risk. I don't believe it would be wise for us to risk them gaining information.
Also, Azariah, I finished this drawing of the eggs. You might want to take a look at it on our way.
Sure, we can study it and maybe we'd become enlightened. Well, I heard that we want to keep our identities secret from others that we stumble upon. And maybe we could do so successfully, but we are going to have to rely on a lot of people to keep our citizens healthy and happy. Mike, to catch you up a little bit, we're like deciding. We're like at the point where we're like packing up and getting ready to go.
Got
I
it.
think I think haste would be better made. We have the carts and the horses and the people. Many will walk and some will ride, and we have the elders we must transport with us that must be on the carts. We have put as much food and supply as we possibly can onto these vehicles, whatever your word is. What else is missing? Do we go? We go.
Yes. And just before we go, I'm gonna get a torch or something from somebody and make a trip through the library.
You're gonna do the whole library, not just the downstairs. Vicious.
Well, I guess I'm officially unemployed.
I think most of us are.
And
You don't. Anybody that doesn't want to witness it doesn't have to. Layla's
I want
not that. Yeah, like Azariah has left. Like before Layla goes in there and starts it, she'll go to Nala. If you do not want to watch, you do not have to.
It's okay. I think we've all said goodbye to homes before.
So you know, I do not do this lightly. It does hurt me as well. But I believe that this is best for the village.
I have the books I need.
I will do my best to make it up to you. I don't know how yet, but I will try.
Okay.
For clarification, what was the totem of the village? Obviously, the dragon skull was the totem of the village, but do they identify with any other totems like bears or cats or elk or whatever?
Not really animal as much. It's really just like I think more of the village themselves.
Okay.
And the civilization they had built, and they're more under like a lot of the jobs that we were passed through before, like their purpose and role. So what you see a lot of them doing now is finding purposes on the road. To some watch and others allow more to keep watch. So it's a lot less like getting a bunch of civilians and more of this band of hunters and warriors. It's a different type of movement, but they are all trying to find their pace as well as they can.
Cool. I'll keep an eye on the train as we leave to see if any horses are going lame or oxen or whatnot, to say maybe I can stand in.
Torhilda.
Yes.
I think you and I are similar in that we don't sleep very long. I was thinking maybe during some of these nights, I mean, if you want to, I can teach you some games from Tovering.
That would be nice.
Great.
I'd circulate with the members of the guard that I worked with and discuss our provisioning for security, how we're going to keep watch and set a perimeter guard, and try to work to engage those people that don't have roles now but have appropriate backgrounds, those who had been hunters or had other kind of weapon skills, and how they could be useful and join in our kind of guard duties and work on our rotations and just kind of try to keep people's spirits up and keep them feeling that they have a mission, and obviously with the principal focus on effective protection of our caravan.
Oh. So with that, you all begin to take the group forward as it would seem to be. You are leave the home, and we're going to go through. Really, it's on to the second day of moving. As you reach the second day since your departure, you officially come out of the normal hunting grounds. You can see people are truly getting a sense as for the first time they are in unfamiliar wilderness. The sparse trees and the mountainous terrain make it very difficult moving forward. There's what amounts to climbing gear that people have brought with them. And it is upon the second day that a heavy rain begins.
Matt, if it's the second day, does that mean we had another long rest in there?
Yeah.
That I could get more HP? Okay. Just check. Because I need it.
You have more HP.
Well, more hit dice, because I was
dice.
all out of my hit dice.
Yes.
Yeah, I need hit dice too.
Yeah. So you can have
I use hit dice more than just healing myself on a short rest.
Yeah. Yeah, so long rest replenish the half the dice each time. So yep. So we'll get that.
And, yeah, I'm also able to make a new rune as well for the rune making cartomancer stuff. So.
Nice.
And then shits and giggles. I would love to spend some portion of the day as a giant eagle above the rest of the caravan, looking down, just observing any danger.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
You got it. You're a giant eagle. Where are you?
Remember, you keep your wisdom.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. It's gonna be a dirty 20.
It's also possible that from the skills and stuff that he gets advantage from it, though.
Yeah, I think so. Keen sight.
Yeah. Get all the good stuff.
I mean, dirty 20 is good, but, might as well see if you can get even better.
As you fly above on the high peaks surrounding your caravan, you see a massive cottage, itself hewn from the mountainside. There's a great nest made from the splintered trunks of immense trees that rests on the roof. And as you notice it, you can see a giant looking down upon the caravan. They stand braced in the midst of the powerful wind. And their head jerks, and they immediately lock eyes upon you with a baleful stare.
I will pop in their head and ask, do you mean harm?
You trespass. Do you mean harm?
We do not mean harm. We are simply passing through. We are refugees from another battle.
You come from the dragon's belly.
We come from the fight of the dragons against the primordial. We will be destroyed if we stay longer. They tried to kill us already.
He pauses. Kind of clenches his fist. Give me a persuasion check.
You got it. Can I steal inspiration, please? Is one available?
Yeah, there are.
Cool. Stealing one. Was good, is not good. It's now 12.
12. You may be running, but you should not trespass or be a spy. And
Tell us. Go ahead.
he bellows a war cry, and the cry becomes an avian shriek as the giant's form melts into a massive bird whose wings blot out the sky. As it flies directly towards you.
I'll reply in his head. We mean no harm. You can harm us if you will, but we only wish passage.
Trust him.
Not will, turning the other cheek.
It's rushing towards you full speed in this enormous form of a bird. You'll hear what do you offer then for your passage?
What do you hunger for? We have horses, some meat, some grain, but we offer no sentient animals for you. We will give you some tax, but only to pass through. If you make us fight, it will be bloody.
Give me intimidation.
Fucking 3.
You know who's had the advantage on intimidation checks? Mutation druids. Okay, good night.
Yeah. I'm entirely solo. I'm the fucking sky here. What do you want? I'm a goddamn bird.
Okay. In that case, it gets very close very quickly, and I can get initiative from everybody.
Cool. I don't have a chance to cast drop form and cast a spell, do I?
I mean, you're high in the air at the point.
So I would just cast a spell and then fall, right?
Yeah. A lot.
A lot.
What a waste of a nat 20.
Anybody close to me is +4, close being 10 feet.
Okay. I was saying this thing. I think everyone's a little spread out here because everyone's amongst the people.
Yeah, caravanning a little bit.
Yeah.
Understood.
But yeah, above, you all below are encased in, not encased, but you are drawn into shadow. As, so it would be 300 feet above. You see this enormous bird moving towards your relatively small boated friend. And with that, we'll go to Renario.
Being at the front of the caravan, seeing this large shadow come out and being unsure as to what's happening, I will pull out my longbow and hold an attack, because that's the only thing that has enough range. Let's see something. Bonus action, I will trigger my vital sacrifice. Oof. Taking 6. And I will hold an attack. Or if this large bird actually attacks Brynja.
And it has the range for that? Longbow, yeah.
Longbow, yeah.
So Nala.
Yeah, I don't think it's anywhere near me. So I also hold an attack.
Layla.
Well, yeah, let's. I'm going to yell for everyone to get as close as possible to me, and 15-foot radius. All of a sudden, a dark orb comes out of me, and I'm casting Globe of Twilight to magically obscure everybody within 15 feet of me.
Oh, very nice. So that goes over, helping people on the ground. Azariah.
I mean, he knows that we're spread apart, but he also knows how much Nala loves being close to him. So she probably is like a caravan, like a cart down or something. So could we say that maybe, because I know that obviously Jackie makes it a point to try to be 30 feet within me so they can get that +1 or whatever. Could I get closer to them, use 25 feet to move it? And then I say, do you mind flying? And I look up, I'm calculating where our friend is. And I would know that a giant bird, a giant eagle, which is a huge bird, could take 2 humanoids, right, on their backs, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And I look up in the sky. I'm like, Aperio Porta. And then as I suddenly do that, a gate opens up before us. Let's go. And I dimension door me and Nala on top of the giant eagle.
All right. So on top of Brynja's farm. Is that what it is? On top of Brynja?
Onto Brynja or on top of the enemy?
Yeah, well, you know what? You're right, because obviously Nala couldn't attack them. Yeah, I'll do it right on top of the enemy. Fuck it.
Okay.
And so Nala and I are right on top of this giant bird right now.
Jeez. All right.
Didn't like the bird I had out. Give me a sec.
All
I'll
right.
you guys read
Brynja.
Well, if it wasn't upset before, I think it might be now.
So Brynja, in proper bird-to-bird combat, goes for the double strike. First attack in midair. Find my dice. That's a 20. Go for go. That's the 12 plus 5 is 17 to hit.
17. It cannot pierce the hide of this huge beast.
All right, and that was the beak. The second attack is a talon attack. And that's going to be 9 plus 5 is 14. Should also miss.
Correct.
So I'm harrying the crap out of it, like annoying it, scratching, and trying to beak, but not making any damage.
Yeah.
Am I in 10 feet of it?
You're on it.
Yes.
You are
So since I'm
You are
holding an attack,
riding it.
you are within 10 inches of it.
so I can make my held attack.
Yes, you can.
All right. I mean, I'm not raging right now, but hey, it's something.
You got it.
All right, that's a 23 to hit,
That'll hit.
and 6 damage because I rolled a 1.
Okay, and that is not magical, right?
Not at this time, no, because I'm not raging yet.
Okay, so it goes and it does not penetrate at all. It bounces off.
Okay.
And
Did you not hit it hard enough?
I think it needs magic.
well, Munda. Oh, sorry. You go ahead with your RP there.
I was just saying, we got plenty of that. No, get going.
So how far away is this bird vertically from us?
200 feet.
So I am. Is he flying towards us?
No, more perpendicular. Or parallel, I guess, actually. Parallel, my bad.
Okay. I am going to hold. Yeah, it's too risky, so I'm just going to hold Eldritch Blast. And if he comes within 120 feet, then I will trigger the attack.
Okay. They beat their wings and do a twirl, and with that, with a little bit of movement on top of that, they're going to hit Brynja, Azariah, and Nala with an enormous gust of wind. And I need strength saving throws.
That's an effect, not a spell, correct?
Correct.
Hold on, motherfuckers.
Right?
That's a nat 1 on my attack.
No.
That's-
Thanks.
27.
15.
Oh, thank someone. 21.
Okay. Very good. So, Brynja, yeah, you failed, so you are pushed 15 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
So, and will take 72 bludgeoning damage.
The fuck, really?
12.
72. Jesus Christ, on a cracker.
Are they
Alright.
falling?
Hang on. Doesn't matter. I carry over any damage beyond my form, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Cool. Easy math. Carry the 1. Brenia is falling and is surprisingly damaged on her way down.
As I start to see them revert to their normal form, and I don't know too much about Brenya, but I don't think she would, decide to be a giant bird if she couldn't fly otherwise. So I react by a puff of crimson and black feathers of down to like spurt out and a wave and come and twirl around Brenya. Cast Featherfall.
Okay.
It's going to take you a long time to hit that ground.
Hey,
No.
but at least you'll be in range to like hit some spells or something.
Yeah. To the other two of you, that is 36 bludgeoning.
Woof.
Feathers everywhere.
Indeed. And seeing this. What they're going to do here is, yeah, they're going to go ahead and bonus action. After they do this blast, is they will the feathers come over their form, and legs and flesh grow out as this bird almost becomes like a cloak to this huge giant. As the three of you fall directly, although the two of you and them fall directly to the ground for 70 falling damage.
What kind of giant? Frost, stone, what?
Damn.
Stone cone.
Stone giant. I gotta go get my buff, dude. They'll understand when you see them. Go get them.
You land down, and with that, he looks, kind of gives a slight smile. And did you get your shot off there, Enreal?
Yeah, I got a nat 1 because it
Okay.
was outside the.
I'll just double check in. All
range.
right. So go to Torhilda.
Well, is he within 120 of Bormunda?
Yeah. So right now, now he's within 120. Thank
Hold
you.
on, I gotta pick him up. Jeez, you guys are so bossy.
So,
So I've got a 18 to hit with my first Eldritch Blast.
okay. That connects, but just dissipates on their skin.
That's not very promising. So 17 is presumably no better.
Correct.
So immune to force and non-magical.
It was a miss.
Oh.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Eldritch Blast was a miss, yeah. All right. Then Torhilda.
Okay. So is it within 120 of me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and move Spawn 30 feet closer to it just to get in between it and the villagers and anyone else. And let me look at this. Everything. Distance. Okay. That's going to be melee. So she's not. I'm not in melee with it. We're just.
You can put your Echo to be if you summon them, but yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's put Spawn next to it, and we're gonna hit with the packed weapon. Is there an ally within 5 feet of the giant?
Yeah, because 2 of your people came down with them.
Yeah, on the
Alright.
floor, lying down unconscious.
Oh, I'm
All
sorry.
right.
He's unconscious. But not there.
Okay, I'm going to hit hit it through Svanhilda with the packed weapon at advantage. Wish me luck.
No.
Okay. 12 and 9 is 21 to hit.
That hits.
All right. That is 7 damage. And as a bonus action, I'm going to use Wrathful Smite,
Ooh.
which gives it an extra D6. And then stuff happens. So 4 extra points of psychic damage. And let's see, something happens. Let's see.
And is that weapon a magical attack?
Yes, it is magic.
I thought it might be. Okay, very cool.
It's her packed weapon.
Yeah.
He has to make a whiz save, or he's afraid of you.
Until the spell ends for a minute. Wisdom save.
Nice.
I don't know what the DC. Oh, Wisdom 17.
Okay. All right. They will fail it as they breathe in, and there is like a fierceness of a bird predator, such as a legendary resistance that they choose to succeed.
Oh, screw you and your legendary resistance.
All right. I'm going to take my second attack with the packed weapon. 14 and 9 is 23 to hit. And that's a D10. So that's a 9 plus, what is this? 9 and 5. So 14 and 6, 20 points of damage. Because they still take do they still take the psychic?
Yeah.
Or no? Okay.
Yeah, they're taking all your damage here.
Okay. They're just not frightened of me anymore.
Correct.
Okay. I wonder if I want to do it again. I'm gonna. Oh, it's a bonus action. I can't do it again. All right. I guess I don't know if I want to unleash incarnation. How's he looking?
Pretty good.
He just got out the sauna. He's feeling great.
All right, I'm gonna unleash incarnation when take another attack.
Yeah, I'll tell you, like as he's looking, like he is not really phased. He's more studying as he starts to realize like your attack hurt him. Like, kind of like you caused me pain.
All right, I'm gonna try it again with one more with the battle axe, and that's 14 and 23 to hit, and that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 13 points of damage again. And I guess I'll action surge and do it all 3 more times.
Yeah.
No,
And I guess I'm saying, go away. We just want to go through. Stop being such a meanie. 18 and 9 is going to hit. 6 and 5 is 11, 12, 13, 14 damage. Then 16 and 9, 25. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points of damage on that one. And the third one again. 9 and 9, 18.
18 misses.
Okay, third one misses. And I'm just yelling at him, go away! Go away!
All right. They're taking extra action at the end of Torhilda's turn as they slam down their fist at Nala for 26 to hit.
Why? I haven't done anything. Okay, yeah, it hits. I didn't hit anybody.
Cheap shot.
You hit, you just did no damage.
Yeah, you hit him. 15.
So I go down.
Yeah. Their fists. And so
Now you don't got pat tactics.
to Ren.
Let's go to Healing Spirit on top of Azariah as a bonus action. Can I get within melee?
Yep.
Swing. That's gonna miss for the 4 on the die. Second one's that'll hit for 27 or 9.
Okay.
I'm gonna switch it to fire damage to start, just because that's something I've been using a lot of. I don't know if this creature is affected by anything, so let's start there
Okay.
and apply 1 affliction. And that's my turn.
All right. Then, so your spirit, when does it do its healing?
At the start of their turn.
Okay, cool. So, all right. So Nala death save, and then let's natural 20.
Nope.
So it's not. All right, Layla. You're muted, Ryan. Or you're not talking. Or you'll mix
Oh.
up.
Sorry. So I'm just hunkered down with as many of the village people as I can be here. So I think because it's gonna move with me if I do anything. So I'm going to just action dodge and because I feel like I need to be protecting the villagers right now, so and just dodging myself and just yelling at everybody in the area here to, you know, do the same, essentially. So I'm trying to just protect the villagers by myself right now.
Got it. Okay, see, in your turn, they'll swing a fist at Renario for 27 to hit.
Yep.
That is 16 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, I will use my reaction to strike back using one of my racial feature traits, Relentless Response. That'll hit with a 17 on the die for... did the fire damage seem like it affected him normally?
Yes.
Okay, so another 13 fire, and I'm gonna dump a second level into this to deal an additional 3 necrotic, and he'll get jumped up to 4 afflictions. So he currently does not have access to his reactions, and he has disadvantage on con saves.
Okay. Got it. Oops. And then Azariah.
We'll heal for 1. But
That's
you
at the
have
beginning
the
of my
start
turn,
of,
right?
but you have your turn. Yeah.
You return it. He doesn't have a reaction,
All right.
so that is beneficial.
Azariah being outwitted, he is angry, and he puts his hands in his pockets, and he has a stone in between each one, except 2 stones in between his index and rock fingers that look like runes. And suddenly he throws them out, and they start to float and fly in the air, and then
That's a
they
rock
go
finger.
and attack the giant in front of them.
Oh, nice.
Could you just clarify to me what a rock finger is?
I said I put rocks between my fingers.
Yeah, but you said except for between my index and my rock finger.
Oh, my thumb
Yeah.
finger.
Your thumb finger?
I was like, what the hell's a rock finger?
I'm not sure if
Thumb
it's
finger.
got better now that it's a thumb finger.
I actually do that as a bonus action because that was my
Part.
that was my rune, my cartomancer spell of the day. So I then let me roll all these d20s real quick.
Oh, I'm sorry. You have such a powerful spell that you get
No,
to make
no, 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 no.
attacks in a turn.
So 12 and 15 were the 2 lowest. After that, the next lowest is 18.
That's missing.
Okay, after that, they're all 20 and higher.
So that's going to hit.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 hits.
God, love animate objects.
That's going to be plus.
Does anime object translate to magical? Does it say?
No.
No, but I did choose the runes to try to help me out there to see if I, using the runes would, because I used the runes that contain the ice tower energy.
Oh, yeah. So that would give you right. So that would change this to cold,
Oh, word.
Oh, nice.
but he's immune to cold.
Oh, what the fuck?
Good try. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It would have been a nice 60 cold damage there.
Should have stuck with fire.
There wasn't a fire tower under the dragon. I'm sorry.
That would work. It just was unfortunate. Anything else?
Well, I guess that was my bonus action.
Yeah.
So as my action, I guess I'll Eldritch Blast him.
Okay.
Okay, so that's one misses, and the other one is going to be a 23.
That'll hit.
And then that's going to be 1 damage.
If we ever go up against something that is resistant or immune to force damage, it's really going to cut back on our firepower.
Brother, I am starting to make my playtest guide for the monster.
Ryan,
Hunter
all I'm
right
going to say is you had a whole bonus action and you didn't healing word our.
I can't see anybody outside of the orb.
They just have to hear you, bud.
I didn't know they went down.
You can see them lying down in front of
No,
them.
I can't. I can't see out of the orb.
Huh?
Because
Yeah,
they
I
did
can't-
the orb.
Yeah, I can't see. They can't see in the orb. I can't see out of the orb.
Before they went down, they
That's
put
a
an
weird
orb
fucking spell.
up to protect everybody. They can't see out, so that's why they didn't know the information.
God.
Yeah,
The
I
character
don't.
did not know what was going on.
Yes, the character didn't know what was going on. I
What
was
is that
well
spell
aware of it.
called?
So Boromunda,
I think I am going to use my action to cast Moonbeam on top of this dude.
Yeah.
Nice.
And guess what? He's big enough that it only hits him.
I like it.
All right, and that occurs at his turn.
It does, but if he's a shapeshifter, he has some special stuff.
That still occurs at the start of his turn,
Yep.
right?
It is at the start of his turn. Yes.
Okay, very cool. All right. So that goes up at the end of your turn. He will use his last legendary action to move 50 feet without provoking opportunity attacks.
He doesn't want to hit me again.
Coward!
He does not.
All right.
As he will move, and this way he wants to get away from everybody.
Yeah, big.
So unfortunately, that takes him out of Moonbeam. That was so good.
He's a coward.
No. That is
Yeah.
very impressive.
Shut up.
You wimp.
What?
Flee, be gone.
Yeah, he'll spread his arms as he transforms back into the enormous bird.
This is at the start of his turn?
He's at the start of his turn now, yes.
Okay,
Just
so he needs to make
the affliction.
con save at disadvantage. He's going to take 13 necrotic.
Okay, it's 15,
So that's a fail.
so 13 necrotic.
Yeah. Well, it's the damage always happens. The save is to see if they get rid of them.
Perfect. Yep. All right.
So he maintains them.
So then he'll use his movement as the bird to go 120 feet up.
And then fireball.
Gotta find where it's a stupid bird.
And I think
Yeah, he's defeated.
Brynja was the one that started this.
Correct.
Yeah.
Still up in the air, falling slowly.
Yes.
Yeah, so as part of this movement.
No, you said he went away from the group.
Okay, fine. Hold me to it.
I'm not gonna hold you
So
to it.
instead of your
I have too many fucking minis to pay.
going to, he's going to send 3 blasts of wind at Brynja.
That's fine.
Whee!
First one, 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Okay, that'll be 8 bludgeoning and 3 cold.
So
11.
got it.
Then a 16 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. That is 15 bludgeoning and 8 cold.
23.
Yep.
Yep, I'm down.
Okay.
Still
My-
falling slowly
So far,
Yeah,
so
now
that
the light's
being hit.
coming with her.
Fine.
for the next
Okay.
minute.
Yes.
So for the third one, he's going to go towards Torhilda, like
Can
with
I
the wind.
specify-
Damn,
is-
the wind blast has a 120-foot radius.
You know,
Yes.
I got some innocent people he can kill if he wants.
That is a natural 20.
Is Torhilda next to me?
Yes.
I will use my reaction to reduce the damage to her.
Okay. Cool. Is that by a die
Interception?
amount?
It's an interception, so I get 1d10 plus 4 off of her damage as a reaction.
Okay. So why don't you take? I'll give it the reduction, and then I'll take it off.
That will be 9 points of damage reduced.
Okay. So we'll take it off the bludgeoning here. So it was 22. So that would be down to 13.
Yeah, and shield doesn't work for a nat 20, I take it.
Correct.
Correct.
Okay. So how
Uh,
much damage?
13 bludgeoning and 20 cold.
God damn.
So 33.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's 120 feet away as it's flown up. And then Torhilda.
All right. So it's still 120 from me.
Yes.
All right. Ow! Stop that. I'm going to take a couple Eldritch Blasts, no advantage this time. 7 and 9, 16. That's not going to hit. 16 and 9, 25. And let's do these.
Nice.
Oh, I probably need a concentration check for Wrathful Smite.
Yeah.
15 and 7 is a 22 for the con check.
Then you're good.
You're good.
He already made the save. You don't have to keep maintaining concentration on that. He's not afraid of you.
Even to get the additional psychic damage?
You don't keep getting that psychic damage. It's just on the initial hit.
Right.
Oh,
It's one blast of the psychic.
it doesn't go every time?
No.
No.
Because it said it lasts a minute. All right.
Because it's
The
concentration
fear
to maintain the
It's-
fear.
It's a really it's those are always weirdly worded. Everyone gets confused on it. It empowers your next hit. Once it hits, that part of the charge goes away. The secondary effect, which most of them have, is the one that can be kept up to a minute, and also gives you a minute to make your hits. Yeah.
Okay. So just 11 damage on that one.
That is very common. All right. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. Then they're going to go ahead and move 60 more feet away. Legendary move.
They're 180 now. Need a bigger board.
And as they do this, they will go, be out by the next sunrise. Do the bird move.
You could have just told us that before you tried to kill us.
Display his dominance, show that he had a nice green grass lawn.
Okay. So, is everyone good? We'll resolve one more round just to get out of uncertainty.
Yes, yep, because we still have people in the air and things happening.
Cool. Just want to be clear here. Ren.
How far is Nala from
Next
Azariah?
week, we fell
She's like
together.
10 feet from you.
Okay, so I will move the spirit over to Nala. They're out of range of anything I can do. Dodge action just in case. That's my turn.
All right. So then Nala will receive her healing.
Yep. 2.
All right. What would you like to do, Nala?
I pass.
Okay. They were moving an additional 60 feet away.
Oh.
Layla?
Still
yeah.
still just chilling in the bubble. There's not much to do right now. Just chilling in the bubble because I still don't know what's going on. Nobody's communicated anything to me. So yeah, just chilling in the bubble.
All right. Azariah?
I look up in the air. At this point, how far is Brenya?
So Brenya has had one falling turn. So they would be at 140.
140. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, it's been one round. Ugh. Ugh.
At the start of the turn, they're going to go down another 60, but
Someone needs to help Brenya. I can't reach her. She wouldn't be able to hear me if I yelled out a word of invigoration. I guess what I'll do is I will go towards the Dome of Darkness I can't fucking see it. Layla, we have a problem. The big bird man, giant asshole, he left, but Brenya is still in the air. She's floating down with feathers, but she doesn't look conscious to me, and I can't reach her.
Okay, at that I'd be able. She would drop the dome, and now everybody can see them, and she can see out. So then next turn she'll cast a spell, but it's
Right. So then, Brenya will go down. Is now 80 feet from the ground, and a death save from Brenya.
That save is a womp womp womp. Nat 20.
Oh! Top of your turn, you have an HP.
Just one.
Oh my God! Please don't shoot him.
I'm back, bitches.
All right. What'd you like to do?
Choices. That guy's like a long way away, right? Like,
Yeah, 180 away. You're floating down, and we look like we're all trying to pick up our shit. If you look down.
oh my.
Yeah, 240 away actually, but yes.
Wow. Okay. Impressive. Don't have multi-team healing spells. Who's the worst shape?
You dumbass.
You and
Yeah.
Azariah and Nala all look like within 1 point of each other.
We have enough. We have enough
Cool.
hit points to almost make a common person.
You have exactly enough hit points to make one commoner.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna burn a little spell on myself. For healing word. To get me 18 more. Cool. Good enough. All that done. Fine.
All right. Then Bormunder.
So I guess who's still down at this point?
No one's down. They're just low.
They just all look like
Nala
shit.
and Azariah are low.
I thought that was the case, but then I got distracted by the minis. I don't have a lot I can do. They're too far away. I guess I will go ahead and cast Cure Wounds on. Do one of them? I guess they both look pretty similar since they took the same amount of healing. I'll just cast Cure Wounds on Azariah.
Okay.
And that's for 10 hit points.
Okay. All right. So.
How
during his
much?
turn-
How much was it, Boardmender? I didn't hear.
10.
10. Okay, thank you.
Okay. For the sake of visual, the bird's going to ultimately go 300 feet.
At the start of his turn, he takes more damage
Yeah, he'll take that.
for a minute till he saves.
300 feet per round? What's his actual movement?
Probably.
In this form, 120. But at the
Woo!
end of Bowman's turn, he was able to go a 60, and he's going to action dash.
Woof.
That's funny. I was gonna cast Consumption on him, but he ran away, and it would have been the same thing. He would have had two saves he would have to do to not have damage every turn.
But what he will do is In your head, Torhilda, go. You are mighty, you and your sister. You have earned the respect of Hara Estelga.
Somebody's got a crush.
I'm just out here
Can you
top liver. I'm dealing damage to him from 300 feet away. Not a word.
It's the redhead.
I hit him with fire.
It's the red hair. Does it
She
every
hurt him a
time.
lot.
Yeah, then instead of attacking her, he attacked me.
She wasn't
Can you
next to him.
Yes, she was.
Can you spell that
Nope.
for me?
No,
Yes,
her
yes, yes,
echo
it
was.
He could attack the echo, but
This is so funny.
Oh, there it is.
I really thought I was doing some shit. I was like, yeah, boy, I'm about to get you.
Depends on how.
Fucking
It depends on how healthy that bird is. You know, he might keep failing. Granted, it's not gonna do anything to him because he's fucking shape changed again. So I'd have to burn through all the fucking burn.
Man.
Yeah. Then, Torhilda, you have one turn.
I have a turn. Everybody's back up. I can't really do anything. I'm just gonna. I don't know. Does anybody? I have a healing potion. Does anybody want a healing potion?
Guys, we're out of combat. We can just take a short rest.
Yeah, so-
Let's stop wasting
Okay.
resources. It's hard for us to rest when we're traveling in the wild.
All right, I'm not gonna do anything.
Also, in general, we should probably use healing potions as a very last resort. Because it's a low magic campaign, so we're not going to get a lot of those.
Yeah, I need to learn. I can make them on downtime, but I need to figure out how that works.
All right.
We haven't had any downtime.
Yeah.
It's all good. So, anything then? Just give me your turn. Just checking.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Very cool.
Or
Then-
can the giant hear me, or was it a one-way communication?
you think you think they might hear you?
Okay. Well, you're not so bad yourself.
Ship number one.
Amazing. And with that, the combat is over, and so is our session tonight. We're going to go ahead and those of you watching, thank you so much, and we'll come back to this next week.